The recording arrived at Earth's Central Command at 0347 hours. Fleet Admiral Jackson Reed had been awakened from deep sleep, but the moment he saw the footage, all traces of drowsiness vanished forever. 7-year-old Emma Martinez had been playing in the communal garden of Research Station Kepler 7 when the hegemony raiders struck. The footage, captured by a security drone, showed the Zarathi soldiers methodically executing civilians. When they reached the terrified child hiding behind a flowering bush her mother had planted, their leader had paused. "Please," Emma's small voice whispered in perfect Zarathi. She'd been learning languages in school. "I'm just little." The Zarathi commander looked directly into the security camera as he raised his plasma rifle. His translated words would echo through human space for generations. "Good. Smaller targets require less ammunition." The weapon's discharge cut the feed. Admiral Reed stood in the darkened command center, surrounded by humanity's finest military minds, all watching the recording with expressions that would have frozen supernovas. When the transmission ended, the silence stretched for exactly 37 seconds. Then Reed spoke, his voice carrying the weight of extinction itself. "Signal all fleets. Code Black authorization. We are now in a state of total war." Captain Martinez, no relation to the murdered child, but that detail had ceased to matter, looked up from her console. "Sir, Code Black protocols were designed for species-level extinction events." "Are you certain, Captain?" Reed's voice cut through the chamber like a blade through atmosphere. "They just murdered a 7-year-old girl for the crime of speaking their language politely." He turned to face the assembled staff, and several officers took involuntary steps backward. In Reed's eyes, they saw something that had been buried since humanity's earliest wars, something primal and absolute that civilization had tried to contain. Emma Martinez was learning Zarathi because she believed in galactic friendship. She was growing flowers because she believed in beauty. She said please because she believed in mercy. The holographic display activated, showing human colonies scattered across known space. Each one began highlighting in amber as fleets received their new orders. The Zarathi hegemony has just learned what happens when you murder hope itself. Within 6 hours, humanity's response began. But this wasn't the methodical, honorable warfare that had marked previous human conflicts. This was something darker, more primal, a coordinated extermination campaign that made the galaxy's most hardened species recoil in horror. The first sign came at Zarathi Prime. Their defensive grid, considered impregnable, simply vanished. No explosions, no battle. It just stopped existing. The Zarathi fleet found their weapons systems had been reprogrammed to target their own ships. Their communication networks began broadcasting a single message on repeat. Footage of Emma Martinez's murder. "Ow!" gasped Hegemony Admiral Thrak as his flagship's AI turned against its crew. "Humans don't possess this technology." His answer came from Commander Jessica Chun, her face appearing on every Zarathi screen simultaneously. "You're right. We didn't possess it. We created it in the last 6 hours." The systematic dismantling continued. Zarathi colonies didn't just fall. They were erased from existence with surgical precision that left surrounding systems untouched. Zarathi military bases became mass graves before their occupants understood they were under attack. The hegemony's allies watched in terror as an entire star-spanning civilization was methodically deleted from the galaxy. But the true horror wasn't the destruction, it was the efficiency. Humanity conducted the annihilation with the cold perfection of a medical procedure, each strike calculated to maximize psychological impact on observers while minimizing collateral damage to non-Zarathi populations. "They're not even angry," whispered Galactic Council observer Zell 9 as she watched human fleets glass the Zarathi homeworld. "They're clinical." The campaign lasted exactly 96 hours. When it ended, the Zarathi hegemony existed only in historical archives. Not a single Zarathi military installation remained operational. Their civilian populations have been relocated to containment worlds under human supervision, alive, but forever stripped of the capacity for interstellar travel. The final transmission from Admiral Reed reached every government in known space simultaneously. The Zarathi hegemony executed a human child who asked them politely for mercy. Their civilization is hereby concluded. Any species that harms human children will receive identical treatment. The recording paused, showing Emma Martinez's school picture, a smiling 7-year-old with flowers in her hair. We are humanity. We remember everything. The galaxy learned to fear not human anger, but human love expressed as absolute, methodical vengeance. No child would ever be harmed again.